wants to be in the video. Oh, it's not so sweet of him. He's a big baby. He's a spoiled, rotten baby, is what he is. But yes, I am. Yes. Today, I'm going to tell you a story because I had this idea a couple weeks ago.
Excuse my extreme morning voice.
And for some reason, whenever I think of a story that I really like the idea, I just have to do that story, no matter how many other really I liked that idea things that I have already in my phone. I just skip past all those and go right to the one that I really want to talk about. I probably have like a list of 50 things in my phone, but you know, we're gonna do the last thing that I thought of. Well, I mean, it's not the last thing, but it's pretty close. And it's kind of ridiculous that I have to pick that one. But you know what? That's what we're gonna do. Today, I'm gonna tell you about the purse bitch fiasco of 2015 because it's just a grand story. And it tells you about how ridiculous I am and over the top and dramatic. So that way, whenever Ken says, oh my God, my girlfriend is so dramatic and ridiculous, everybody can be like, oh, yeah, I understand now. Even though it may have been extremely irrational and over the top, but in my opinion, my reaction to what happened was totally acceptable given the circumstances. Without further ado, let's go ahead and just start telling you the story. To set the mood, me and Ken were driving to Evansville this day, and I'm pretty sure it was like a date night or like date day or whatever. We don't do like date night because Ken's romantic side is pretty much non-existent. So if we're gonna go on like a date, it doesn't matter what time it is. Basically, if he takes me to the movies, that's like, whoa, you took me to the movies. Like, I feel special. So that's just how Ken is though. So we were going to Evansville, and I'm pretty sure we like also went to Walmart or something this day, but it was like a week before 4th of July in 2015. And we were driving around the west side, and Ken was like, oh my God, we should go get some fireworks. Does that sound like a plan to you? I was like, yeah, let's go get some fireworks. So we went into the fireworks store, right? And we got some fireworks, and it was a good time. And we got out of the fireworks store, and we're like going to the car. And Ken's like, I don't want to drive. You should drive. And we were in his truck. So I was like, fine, I'll drive because I'm a nice girlfriend and I drive for my boyfriend because he hates driving almost as much as I do. But like I said, I'm a nice girlfriend, so props to me, right? So I get in the car and we're like pulling out of the parking lot, and I look over because my purse, which I'll show you, this is my purse. Totally has like a stain on it, like right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is my purse and my stupid NASCAR thing, which I bought with my own money, thank you. So Ken got mad at me because he's like, hey, that's mine. I'm like, no, it's not. I bought this. And then he was like, oh yeah, mine was blue. I was like, yeah, I bought it because I like the color, okay? But yeah, it's a Chase Elliott, like, lanyard, NASCAR, whatever. My boyfriend's obsessed with NASCAR. What can you do? We were at a NASCAR race whenever I bought it, so yeah, that happened. But my purse was sitting on the seat that was in front of the cup holder thing. There's like this much of an area. And so it was like on the edge of the console, which my boyfriend drives a Ford Ranger. Like the console is like one of those drink things, and it just like flips down or whatever. And it has like a open thing behind it, but like it's also a bucket seat, so like you can flip it up and then have like another seat there. And I look over and I see that my purse, one of the straps, is wrapped around a McDonald's cup because my boyfriend is a total slob and he leaves trash in his car for like who knows how long. And he had a large McDonald's cup that used to have like Coke in it from like 2 weeks ago, still in his cup holder, and my purse handle had like fallen around it, and I like saw it and I was like, crap, Ken, grab my purse and pick it up so that way it doesn't knock over. Like I didn't get that far before he, for whatever reason, when he heard pick up my purse, literally took my purse, pushed it down, okay? He pushed my purse handle around the Coke and all, down to the floorboard. I was like, ah! He dumped the whole 2-week-old Coke directly into my 2-month-old Ralph Lauren purse. I pretty much burst into tears immediately. I freaked out. I was sobbing. I was freaking out. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I stopped the truck. I was like, get napkins. Where are your napkins? And of course, because Ken is a guy and he's never prepared for anything I don't know, say a girl would be or myself. He doesn't have any napkins in his freaking whatever it's called that you pull down dashboard thing. I don't know what the fuck it's called, honestly. But of course he doesn't have any napkins in there because, why would he? So we're in the middle of a parking lot and I'm like, oh my God, there's fucking Coke in my purse, full. And I was just freaking out. So I literally took the car and put it in gear and fucking drove straight to the nearest restaurant. And the nearest restaurant was Long John Silver's. And I walked into Long John Silver's, which there was no cars in the parking lot. And I walked in there. I didn't even bother to be like, hey, I'm gonna use your napkins or take some napkins. Cause Long John Silver's, I guess, is supposed to be a sit down restaurant, which I didn't know that. I thought it was just a fast food drive-through restaurant. But I mean, I guess technically McDonald's has sit-down tables too. But the way that our Long John Silver's was set up, it was like a diner almost. There was napkins at every table and I don't know, it was just weird. But those napkin dispensers were literally at every single table. So I took all of the napkins out of the very first napkin dispenser, right inside the door, which you had to go through this thing, and all the employees were staring at me because their whole dining room is set up right in front of the counter or whatever. And so the counter is literally all the way across, so there's no area blocking anyone from being able to see any area of the whole room. So as soon as I came out from behind the wall thing that's in front of the door, they were all staring at me, and I didn't even I was literally tears streaming down my face, so upset. And so I just walked to one of the tables. I saw the napkins, I grabbed all of them, I walked out, and there was literally this many napkins. And so I got back in the car and I was like, you better fucking help me with this shit, because if this purse is ruined, I'm never going to forgive you. Never. And I was being completely serious. And in hindsight, I realized that was a little bit extreme, but the way that it turned out kind of allows me to be laughing about this whole situation. So we start taking all my shit out, and he's wiping all my shit off, and I'm over here crying, trying to clean all my shit, and it's just all wet. I'm oh my God, what am I gonna do? All my stuff, all my beloved belongings are in this purse, and they're all soaked in this nasty sugar Coke. So we get everything out, and most of my belongings were not actually affected because it only hit the center of my stuff, and luckily my phone wasn't in there, and there was no really electronics that got hit or anything. And so I'm sitting there, and I start trying to get it out of my purse, and I swear to you, this kid is the luckiest freaking guy on the planet. My purse was coated in this shit that made it so that no liquid would soak in at all. I swear to you, I literally just took the napkin and dabbed the shit with the napkins, and I'm not even exaggerating at all. I literally dabbed all the Coke off of the purse, and it was 100% dry. Just by taking the napkin and wiping the Coke off and absorbing it into the napkin, my purse was 100% dry. It was insane. What what are the chances of that? I don't think I've ever had a purse that had that much of like a legit ass water repellent spray on it. I'm not kidding you. Coke was poured into the pockets and everything. Like, I literally just took a napkin, wiped out the inside of the pockets. I put my hand back in there. Everything was dry. And it was insane. I was like, hallelujah. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited and ecstatic that my purse wasn't ruined after 2 months. I was like still bawling my eyes out at this point because I was like so in disbelief that he lucked out that hardcore. So I was just like bawling my eyes out. I'm like, everything is dry, kid. Why? How did you get this lucky? I feel like an asshole now. Like, I'm such an asshole. I basically just told him that he was dead to me, and then my purse turned out totally fine. And like, for the most part, everything that it like dumped on besides the inside of my purse was like plastic or metal or like some kind of vinyl or something that like didn't really get affected by Coke being spilled on it. Like, there was a couple things, like I had to wash one of my keychains and stuff like that. But for the most part, this kid is probably the luckiest kid on the planet for that day, because I don't know what I would have done. He probably would have bought me a new purse. I was so livid. Like, I was screaming at him like over and over again, why would you push it down when I said pick it up? Like, I was being a psycho bitch. But in hindsight, at the time, he totally deserved it, because I thought he had destroyed my purse whenever I had specifically told him to save my purse. And he just totally ignored what I said and just did what he thought was going to be what I meant. I don't know. But let's just say he lucked the fuck out. So that is my story. I'm glad that I can laugh about it now, because at that time, I literally thought that the world had collapsed on me and that everything was destroyed. I know, I'm so fucking dramatic. I'm sorry. I just can't help it. It was so extremely horrific. Like, I had just gotten this purse. And you guys don't understand, like, the purse that I had before this one, and this is like a $200 purse, okay? The purse that I had before this one was like Michael Kors, and I had it for 5 years. 5 years. And the purse before that, I think I used, I want to say like 3 years, but I use my purses. Like, I don't buy a designer purse and then just like change it out every day. Like, I'm not one of those people. If I buy a designer purse that's like $200, that purse is going to last me for years. And at this point, it had been 2 months. Just 2 months. It lasted 2 months at that point, and I was livid. I was like, I just got this purse, Ken. Like, I love this purse. You don't understand. If it's destroyed, that like destroys part of my lifetime, you know? Like I said, I buy purses to like share part of my memories with that purse. I carry it with me everywhere I go. It's not just a purse. It's like an extension of me. Like, it would be like pouring Coke on my phone. Like, you just don't do that shit, okay? So I just want your guys' opinion. Do you guys think that I was being over dramatic, or was that like totally an acceptable reaction? Like, it was totally appropriate in my opinion. Appropriate, acceptable, and dignified. All those things. But you guys are welcome to your own opinions, so I want to hear them. So make sure you put that shit in the comments below. And then also, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, conundrums, or feedback, put that down there too, because I love getting comments from you guys. So I hope that you liked my story, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button. And if you liked this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I make new videos every single week, sometimes even more than once a week, and I really work hard on my channel, guys. So show your support by subscribing, and make sure you turn on your notifications, because that's the only way that you're gonna get notified of every new upload. And I don't really have a schedule, so besides turning on your notifications, it's kind of hard to like keep track of when I upload. Otherwise, you just have to check back on my channel whenever you felt like it. And who wants to do that? I mean, I don't want to check people's channels, like. So yeah, turn on your notifications. I love you guys. See you later. Bye. There's nothing there, bub.